Hey everyone, Matron here, bringing you another StarCraft 2 commentary. This time, once again, a first-round matchup in Blizzcon 2010. Our matchup will be seleCT spawning as the red Terran, and NEXGenius spawning as the blue Protoss. Same colors, races, map, and spawning position as we just had with Huck versus Red Archon. So we'll see if this one plays out any differently. The map will be Metalopolis. seleCT, one of the top-rated Terran players in North America, consistently at the top of Blizzard's top 200 in the North American server. And NEXGenius, his Protoss adversary from Korea. See very short rush distances on this map with these spawning positions, so may see some early aggression from one or both players. Be interested to see how NEXGenius opens up here when he chooses to make his gateway, as an early gateway would be appropriate for these starting positions, but no player has sent out a scout right now, so they do not know that they are at these close positions. Looks like we will have a 13 gateway, and finally the scout goes out. So NEXGenius scouting a little bit later than some of the other players we see. seleCT not yet scouting. So it looks like seleCT now sending out that SCV. NEXGenius will be checking seleCT's base last, it looks like, and seleCT will know right where NEXGenius is. Probe's immediately going onto that assimilator. So the SCV for seleCT will be seeing the cybernetic score, as well as the gateway with no zealot being made. Tech Lab's going down on the first barracks, so we'll probably see a Marauder as well as either stim or concussive shell. NEXGenius saving his chrono here, so we may see the warp gate tech chronoed quite a few times. So he does start the warp gate research. No chrono being used yet. Now 3 full chronos could be used. As the Stalker is about to come out, it's going to target this SCV, and the SCV is going to get on out of there as it does see the gateway being used. Looks like the first chrono is being used on the cybernetic score here. This probe is right outside seleCT's base, going to make sure that anytime he moves out, NEXGenius is going to know right away. But seleCT is going to use this Reaper, and is not going to be seen by this probe, so this Reaper is going to be used to scout these towers, and then probably into the back of NEXGenius's base. This is something we see from seleCT quite a bit, is using this Reaper, not necessarily to harass, but as early scouting. They can hop up and get all the information they need. See a second gateway coming out for NEXGenius, a reactor and tech lab working for seleCT here. So it looks like he may be doing some sort of timing push, possibly with a few Marauders and Marines once this concussive shell ends. Looks like seleCT is now throwing down a bunker as well, so could be trying to get up a fast expand. If we look at the production tab, we'll keep an eye on what both players are going for. NEXGenius just on these 2 gateways as warp gate tech is about to finish. It looks like he's actually going for a dark shrine. I did not notice he got up the second assimilator, so that screams for higher tech. He did throw down the Twilight Council as well, missed that. So this dark shrine is going to be a problem for seleCT unless he saves up enough energy on this orbital command for scans. He does not yet have out a starport, so he can't work on any sort of Ravens. His only detector is going to be a turret or the scans from the command center. So throwing down a number of bunkers here, just trying to take this early expansion. NEXGenius is doing the same thing. This Reaper going to come in, possibly take out this probe here. Probe doing its best, one shot on the Reaper. So we'll see what seleCT has in the way for detection once this dark Shrine does end. Does have 2 warp gates. Like to see him get another one up so he can just push out more units out of these warp gates. Again, the orbital command has not enough energy right now for a scan. These mules are being called down on time. See seleCT doing a transfer here to his natural just as soon as possible. He does have a supply depot back here blocking any sort of harass. We've seen a few Protoss players use blink stalkers to get back behind here and take out SCVs, as you are able to outrange a planetary fortress behind the minerals. Here comes the first Dark Templar. Looks like we had a scan go off there, so exactly 52 energy for the scan there. And now he's going to have to save up this energy on both orbital commands. So if anything, these Dark Templar are at least going to make seleCT very apprehensive about using mules from these orbital commands. It's going to slow down his economy. So we see a missile turret does come out, and he's probably going to be able to use those mules again to feel good about them, as these missile turrets are going to be able to provide detection for our Terran player here. So we see both players getting their natural up and running. If we look at the income tab, 30 harvesters for seleCT and 36 for NEXGenius. If we look at the army tab, seleCT has quite the advantage. 1200 is just 750. He does have stim and he does have concussive shell, and he's going to push in here. seleCT going for the kill on this expansion. He's going to be able to focus down the sentry and the zealot before we have any sort of counterattack from NEXGenius. NEXGenius is going to have to warp in some Dark Templar here for defense. Dark Templar had been going over to seleCT's base, now coming in and trying to take him out. seleCT does have a scan. He's able to take down that Dark Templar. There it goes. These probes being pulled off the line, and now seleCT's just going to be able to do tons of probe damage here with the Marauder and the Marines. Just not enough warp gates for NEXGenius. We see a 4th coming in, and these Marines and Marauders are going to be taking down the base of NEXGenius in a rapid attack there with stim and concussive shell, able to slice through the forces of NEXGenius, who just did not have enough of an army. As he had focused on those Dark Templar, seleCT was lucky enough to have that scan just come up in time and take down that Templar, and then he was able to throw up that missile turret. So the detector and the scan were the things that basically won him that game, and he was just able to push out with these basic units and take down NEXGenius's base. So this has been game 1 of this best of 3 series. We'll see what NEXGenius has in store for us as he tries to even up this series in this first round matchup at Blizzcon. I'll see you in just a second to do game 2.